Hello everybody and welcome to the Ozzimon Library. It's been a hot minute since we uploaded a video and I'm very happy to be back. With that being said, I hope everyone had a fantastic Christmas holiday and I hope the new year is of course serving you guys well. Let's dive in with a brand new video and our first video for 2026. Over the course of 2025, I started designing orange rangers to fit each and every single team, and in 2025, we covered the Zordon era, Mighty Morphin all the way to in space. Some of the concepts are really good, some of the concepts are wacky and really out there. If you guys want to, of course, check those videos out, then check them out after this video. There's a playlist on the channel for you. So let's dive in and start off the Saban era, going from Lost Galaxy all the way up to Wild Force, and of course that means we're starting off with Lost Galaxy. Lost Galaxy is, of course, a space exploration story with Galactabeasts and Quasar Sabers, so I had to make sure those things are involved. So, when it comes to the Lost Galaxy Orange Ranger, let's first off talk about his Galactabeast. I didn't want to pick something that's already been done too much. I didn't want to go with a shark, for example. We've got plenty of sharks out there. I didn't want to pick a tiger or some form of cat, because cats have been done plenty of times. We've already got a lion on the team. So I decided to go with something that has only been done once, and we don't actually have a ranger themed off the Zord either, because my original few ideas were things like a rhino, but that's been done twice. A hippopotamus did get suggested to me by our friend Cosplay2637, but I couldn't really figure out a way to design the helmet with a hippo, especially to match the suit design as well. So I went with a chameleon. Now, we do have a chameleon Zord in Cosmic Fury, but it doesn't have a ranger themed after it, because obviously the Cosmic Fury Zords don't match the ranger suits. And I went with a similar chameleon as well. I went with a three-horned chameleon, or Jackson's chameleon as they're called. Three-horned chameleons are very cool looking, very creepy. They obviously do have their long tongues, and they do have three horns, which I thought would work really well with the helmet design for this ranger. So we have our Galactabeast being an orange three-horned chameleon. I'm just going to call it the Cameleo Galactabeast or Chameleon Galactabeast. Either one works. So when it comes to our Orange Ranger himself, let's talk some backstory. I'm going to call this character Garfield after Garfield Logan, aka Beast Boy. I thought it'd fit. So how does his story go? Well, it goes something like this. Let's just say, obviously, all these Orange Rangers are what-ifs, so let's just say the Lost Galaxy Rangers get a distress signal from an unknown planet. A planet that does have, some form of civilization. They go and investigate the distress call, and it comes from an unknown and undocumented Galactabeast. A hidden Galactabeast, and the reason why it was hidden was because it's worshipped by the villagers on the planet. It's treated as a god. It literally lives in the middle of the village, being offered fruit and wheat and stuff like that, the things that the villagers can grow or make themselves. Maya can hear the calling from the Galactabeast as they get closer. The Galactabeast can sense terrible danger about to arrive, and it's Drakina and her army of foot soldiers and monsters trying to capture the Galactabeast, and the Galactabeast called for Maya and her team because it was afraid that the villagers couldn't stand for themselves, and it itself didn't believe in its own power. So the galactic forces of the Lost Galaxy Rangers obviously get full thrown into battle with Drakina, her monsters, and her foot soldiers. This is where we have one individual person, Garfield, because Garfield truly believed what the Galactabeast was saying. The villagers didn't seem to be bothered that trouble was right around the corner. They believed that the Galactabeast could handle things all by itself, but it's only just a single Galactabeast. They're not gods. So Garfield and Maya do help the villagers escape, whilst the other rangers handle the army in front of them. Maya and Garfield, whilst escorting the villagers to safety, get blasted off a cliff and fall into a massive lake. Whilst plunging into the water, Garfield sees something glowing at the bottom of the lake and pulls it from the dirt. It's a Quasar Saber, the lost Quasar Saber that's connected to the chameleon Galactabeast. He swims to dry land, and of course Maya finds him, and they both return to the village, which is now of course empty of all the villagers, but is still ransacked with Drakina's monsters and foot soldiers and Drakina herself. Garfield joins in the fight, swinging his Quasar Saber aimlessly, attacking the foot soldiers, putting himself into danger. And he pleads to the Galactic Beast to help him. The Galactic Beast, of course, recognizes Garfield's courage and determination, and he gets gifted a Power Ranger morpher and morphs the first time into the orange Lost Galaxy Ranger, themed after the Chameleon Zord himself. With now the Orange Ranger, they managed to beat the army and Drakena flees. One of the final monsters grows gigantic, and of course the Lost Galaxy Rangers form their Megazord, but without the yellow Wolf Zord with being its arm, because the Orange Chameleon Zord obviously becomes its Zord form and attaches itself, becoming an arm-like cannon, additioning its power tenfold. So now this new additional Zord becomes an arm cannon, and it's used to, of course, defeat the monster. But this is where Garfield's story takes a bit of a plunge, because now that he's an Orange Ranger, of course, he vows to protect his village. But it turns out that after Maya and Garfield got the village's safety away, they were actually attacked and kidnapped by Drakena's forces. Hidden forces that, of course, weren't part of the distraction all along. Garfield vows to be its villagers' protector by, of course, saving the villagers themselves. Now, there will be one-shot audio dramas created by myself later on down the year with all the Orange Rangers on Tiger Tales one-shot. So make sure you check out that YouTube channel for different one-shot storylines. I've also created other Power Ranger ones there too. So, now let's talk about the design. Now, Lost Galaxy take away the Magnet Defender. The Lost Galaxy Rangers all follow suit with a mostly white torso, white gauntlets, and white boots with these black zigzag lines. So, of course, I had to keep that with a white collar. Orange is, of course, the color, so obviously the arms and the legs and the helmet will be orange. I decided not to change the belt too much because I wanted him to match the other teams. The helmet, of course, it does have 3 horns, 1 in the middle of the forehead and 2 on the side, with some eyes underneath the horns. Chameleons do have their eyes on the side of their head, with their horns coming from the front of their head, so I kind of had to figure out a way to make that make sense on a helmet, so this is the best that I could do. Now, when it comes to the morpher, I did think about redesigning a whole brand new morpher, but I thought to myself, do you know what, I'm just going to give him the Magnet Defender's morpher, because they are actually ripped off a completely different Sentai to what Lost Galaxy actually adapts its footage from. So I thought, why not just give him one of them as well? So now we have 2 Rangers in the team with that morpher. I thought it'd be pretty cool to include more of that, because I actually quite like the morpher. I think the morpher's pretty neat. At this moment in time, I have no confidence in drawing Zords, but I do want to attempt drawing Zords later down the line. I really do want to try drawing Zords for different types of things. So maybe one day I can revisit multiple different Power Rangers that I've designed, not just the Orange Rangers, and design their Zords as well. So hopefully maybe one day we'll actually get to see the Orange Chameleon Galactic Beast Zord drawn by myself. Hopefully, maybe, one day. Anyway, that is the Orange Lost Galaxy Ranger for you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and of course, I do welcome all the new people to this channel. Go check out the other videos that we've done on the channel. We've done Pokemon and Digimon and Power Rangers and Ben 10 Aliens and stuff. Just a word of warning, I did last year in 2025 kind of talk about the Ozzimon themselves. It's my own tamer monster collection monster summoner series, but I've deleted those videos. I want to redo it, and I've kind of honed my idea now into more of a solid design, and I really want to get the Ozzimon out here on the channel really soon. So look out for those videos later down the line. Now, when it comes to the Orange Ranger series, I've actually got a couple more Rangers coming out real soon as well, because I've been designing these real quick. Do let me know what you guys think of this Ranger, and of course, let me know what animal you would have picked for the Orange Galactic Beast Zord. And of course, like I said, do check out Tiger Tales One Shot, because eventually down the line, we'll get these stories out in audio drama form on that channel there. Thank you very much for tuning into this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I really hope everyone had a fantastic New Year's, and I look forward to 2026 and what we can create on the Ozzimon Library channel. With that being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, and notification bell if you guys haven't already. And of course, I shall see you guys all in the next video.